40 years of me, the Terminator. Let's take a look at the 1984 Arnold Schwarzenegger James Cameron classic, The Terminator, in which Arnold Schwarzenegger plays a robot killing machine, the Terminator, to track down Sarah Connor in 1984 in Los Angeles. Meanwhile, Kyle Reese, played by Michael Biehn, must save Sarah Connor, played by Linda Hamilton, who's a waitress, but then who has two best friends. But then she feels worried about her life when the Terminator is killing other people named Sarah Connor, and tries to get help with the police. Only before she can get killed by the Terminator, she gets saved by Kyle Reese, and they try to, and well, after they go to jail, uh uh they form a romance. Then unfortunately Kyle Reese dies fighting the Terminator. Then later Sarah Connor destroying the Terminator. Sarah Connor gets her child's John Connor while there's a storm coming. I love this movie. Now of course, everyone's favorite Terminator movie is Terminator 2, obviously, and nothing wrong with that. I do like Terminator 2 a lot. But honestly, Terminator 1 is probably my Terminator movie. And and the reason for it is because this movie is very different from what Terminator 2 is like. Especially since like the Terminator 2 with success would kinda was is like what is how the sequels are trying but fail so hard to match the success of T2. But they don't. None of them were trying to follow the formula of the first one, which has a horror element to it, and that's interesting about this film. This first film is not just a big action blockbuster. It feels like it's kind of an action movie. It's mostly kind of a sci-fi, thriller, kind of horror movie, which kind of fits the Halloween setup of this review. And also, yeah, I did a review of it last year, and the 39th anniversary of this movie. Um, but like right when the movie starts, this movie gave me chills from the opening crawl, and the futuristic world. It looks really sweet and visually amazing, and of course the dun 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 opening theme. Oh, that gave me chills a lot. And excited for to go back to that movie, to this movie. And when they introduced Terminator, Kyle and Sarah Connor, it is well introduced because you get an idea of what they're like and what they were, what their life, kind of their life is like. And especially when the Terminator gets introduced, they really want you to know how intimidating and a threat and how intense the Terminator is. As he shows no remorse, no pity, no fear in terms of killing people or doing bad stuff or hitting cars or hitting toy cars with his car, and doesn't care about anything except for killing the mother of the future leader of 2029. And Arnold is fantastic in this role. He only has a few lines in this, but you still love him in this role because he gives a intimidating and very scary performance as the Terminator, especially when he killed Ginger and Matt. He's kind of like a horror icon, honestly, sort of. That scene was creepy, from the music to the way the scene was shot, and just again, if he really is like a slasher villain, where he is like a silent killer that shows no pity in terms of killing. And Michael Biehn is excellent at this role, especially when he gives Sarah information and exposition about the future and about John Connor. Not only is it well acted and well delivered by Michael Biehn, but also it gives an idea of what his future is like, how messed up it is. And visually, the film looks amazing, especially on the future scenes. It looks dirty. It looks stylish. The the ships and the drones look incredible, especially for 1984. Though the Terminator and the skeleton looks a little wonky. It doesn't look perfect, to be honest. That's the one major letdown of this movie. But and Linda Hamilton is a fantastic in this role. She's like the, of course, like supposed to be like the final girl sort of, where she's like the main or like the main character, where she's like this young woman who is trying to run away from a killer that's hunting her. And Linda Hamilton kills as this role. She is amazing in this. um and like the two cops were had some few moments there and there, honestly. And the action is spectacular, from the tech war fight scene. And probably my favorite scene, the police shootout scene, which of course has the "I'll be back" line. Though it's kind of weird to call it an action because it's mostly kind of a shootout scene, but it's still a very amazing scene. It's obviously my favorite part of the movie. And of course, the big car chase at the end, and the big climax where Sarah Connor defeats the Terminator in a very incredible scene. Yeah. Um and then the flashback of Kyle Reese in the future is again not only visually stylish but also kind of haunting too, especially when you see these poor people in the future, and the future Terminator, played by Franco Columbu, killing dogs and killing other people, is a very well established scene. Honestly, it really is. Yeah, the Terminator at 40 years old. Wow, time flies, does it? This movie is amazing. Probably one of my top 10 favorite movies, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe top 13 or 12. But yeah, it's a really good movie. I totally recommend it well. So that's my review of The Terminator. Happy 40th anniversary.